Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Revival Recolonization, shall we? I've never played this game before, looking at it for the first time, and from some screenshots it kind of feels like a Civilization type game, so let's dive in and see what we got here by using the tutorial to learn how to play. Oh my goodness, look at that amazing artillery steampunk design. Oh, she's sad. We're in space. Explosion. Wreckage.
Amidst the light of 1,000 stars falling from the sky. I heard the voice of a god created in our own image.
Wow.
And when the All-Mind spoke, the earth I knew was no more.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to have to fix this. Welcome. Revival is a turn-based strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic version of Earth. Indeed, the game uses a dynamic tooltip system. Try hovering over blue-colored text. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. What is that? That's a human. That's Tanya Olazar. This cryptopod is so tight. All my bones ache. And Clam, which looks like a robot here. Good to see you awake, my lady. You have slumbered for more than 1,000 years. Good to see you too, Clam. If I'm awake, does this mean the human race has survived? Give me a brief situation report. Today is July 18th, 4093. The temperature is +6 degrees Celsius. A settlement of barbarized humans was found nearby. I have already prepared the natives for your arrival. I have marked their location on your map. The global networks are down. We are offline, my lady. No internet? This is the most terrible piece of news so far. Well, let's go meet the survivors. Using the left mouse button, click on the emissary to take control of them. An emissary is your avatar in the world of Revival. In addition to the ability to found their own faction, the emissary has access to a variety of useful technologies and skills. Okay, so I don't know what's happening yet, but I have to say, just with my first impression, the hexagonal game board that, obviously evokes Civ looks awesome. The game looks great. There's some really interesting twists going on. So my avatar is like a god from another planet or some higher being sent to help the people. I don't know. I'm going to click on them. Right mouse click on a hex to order your emissary to move toward it. Or maybe it's more like Spellforce or something, where you have a hero on the map. I don't even know. Green waypoints indicate that the unit has enough movement points to reach the destination on the current turn. Right mouse button on the highlighted location to finalize your order and send the unit there. Send them. There she goes. She's got a big staff. Revival is a turn-based strategy where you take actions during your turn. There are no actions available at the moment, so click on the highlighted button to end your turn. So I could click this here. Movement points determine how far a unit can move during their turn. Some types of terrain, rocks, trees, swamps, glaciers, cracks, require more MP to overcome or block all movement. Mountains, seas. If there are stones, swamps, forest on a single hex, then their cost in movement points or MP is summed up. A unit will need many more movement points to cross this hex. Keep moving. We're moving. This is Gunmall. Oh my goodness. Hello, old one. We are saved. The prophecy of the steel bird came true. Greetings, O chosen one. I am the chieftain Gunmall, and this is our humble settlement. The warriors have washed and shaved their armpits and are now ready to heed your command. Was that a requirement? Did the Clam ask for that? This is somewhat unorthodox. Clam, did the instructions say anything about armpits? I had to improvise. Strictly for the purposes of hygiene, milady. Okay. Please hurry, Chosen One. The automatons have brought the cold down on our lands. All the crops have died, and women and children are freezing under our roofs. This is a clan settlement. You need to become the leader of the Skyborn in order to establish your own faction and build a town. Send the emissary to a hex adjacent to a settlement with the right mouse button. Okay. So what I like about this game so far is that it's like, I mean, it is throwing everything at you. We're talking about robots, post-apocalyptia, you know, looks like AI taking over, ancient civilizations. Like, I'm expecting dragons and zombies as well. We've got it all here. Let's go. Establishing contact with a clan. Each clan belongs to one of 5 peoples that are predisposed to living in one of the following climates: cold, cool, temperate, hot, and desert. But your choice is determined not only by climate, the culture of your faction, its politics, special weapons, unique buildings, and sciences also depend on the selected clan, right? So there's like people of the Arctic, there's people of the plains, and people of the desert. A clan with the Children of the Vault, hilarious, folk trait has a propensity for knowledge. Descendants of the once civilized townspeople that survived the cataclysm in an underground bunker, heyo, members of this clan remember a lot of things about the beautiful world of the past, its technologies, comparable to miracles. In addition to a folk trait, each clan has 3 clan traits that define their cultural and social composition. Clan traits affect your relations with neighbors. For example, the lawmen will not tolerate clans with the thieves, killers traits, while farmers and philosophers do not want to live next to savages. There are also penalties and bonuses associated with folk and clan traits. For example, the Children of the Vault trait includes a debuff that makes the clan weaker on the battlefield. The descendants of townspeople aren't as battle-hardened as their counterparts who live in harsher climates. Okay. Press the highlighted button to become the leader of the Skyborn clan. We lead them. Robots coming. My lady, mankind has regressed more than we had predicted. These savages don't even know how to build cities properly. The AI also got out of humanity's control much earlier than predicted. If members of the forecast department were alive now, they deserve severe punishment. Yeah. Are you talking about bonus cuts? Well, not that severe. We are not savages. Oh boy. This game has a great sense of humor. Click the Build Town button. Okay. The green marker shows an optimal spot for building a town. It's best to build towns in the home climate of your clan and on hexes that have a high yield of basic resources. Okay, so we'll build it right here. Decent spot. Oh, she did it. She pounded the ground and made a town. The town currently consists of 7 hexes. Here you can build specialized districts and hire an army. With the construction of the first town, a faction also gains access to the study of new sciences and edicts. The highlighted row displays how much of each basic resource is generated by the town. Various districts can be constructed on the town's territory, which increase the amount of resources generated. Okay. Wow. Milady, the city has been built. Our losses are minimal. 3 people lost their fingers while sawing logs. 1 had a brick dropped on his head. He has already received first aid. Wow. Perfect. Now people have somewhere to live. Time to raise the education bar. Let's build a science district. Build a science district in order to increase the amount of science points generated by this town per turn. Okay, do it. Left click or left mouse button on the highlighted button to add the science district to the production queue. Okay, do it. This hex seems suitable since it already generates a certain amount of science points every turn. I see that. 3. The construction of the science district will increase its resource yield. Do it. Get me an observatory. The production queue displays the districts and units scheduled for production in a town, along with the time required for their construction. The speed of construction depends on production points, which are generated by certain hexes in the region the town is built in, as well as special structures, such as industrial districts and foundries. The total number of citizens is displayed here. Each citizen yields 10 units of food, production, money, or science if placed in the corresponding slot of the town interface. Okay. So I see, here's the interface down here, and I have some citizens that I could put down here. Okay. You could speed up construction by moving a citizen to the production cell. This citizen will generate 10 units of production per turn instead of 10 units of food. Oh, I only have one citizen. Okay. So I'm just going to drag and drop them. Cool. Note that the number of turns required for the construction of the science district has decreased. Yeah, it went from 7 to 4. Sweet. All right. Clam, can you explain to me how the locals trade among themselves? What do they use for money? I went to the local market and couldn't pay with any of my cards. Currency is completely absent, milady. They use only barter. Give them your necklace. I don't have any necklaces. Then you'll have to teach... Well, she looks like she... Maybe it's her clasp for her cloak. The savages the basics of trade and then take their goods on credit. Oh, boy. So, I'm now able to move the camera and just look around. Again, this game just looks spectacular. I like how colorful it is. You can... move the camera by holding right mouse button and dragging, zoom in and out with the wheel. WASD also moves the camera if you'd like. And they want me to click here. And here's the science tree. This screen displays all of the sciences available for research. The technological development of your faction is achieved through the study of sciences which unlock new military units, town buildings, and other improvements. Click the trade science icon. Having studied this science, you'll be able to build trade districts, increasing the flow of money to the city. Okay. Researching science takes a certain amount of turns. Research speed depends on the amount of science points generated every turn. Indeed. We'll close this. The town generates a fixed income of resources each turn. Time to press the end turn button. Okay, we will. Oh, Chosen One, we're freezing. Help us. Clam, it looks like the All-Mind isn't quite off its rocker yet. It's using climate edict technology. Can you connect to the planetary control network? Let's try changing the climate ourselves. As you wish, my lady. That will be 500 energy credits. Clam? Sorry, my lady. Programming issue. Let me switch to the emergency free mode. Alright. It's time to change your region's climate to a more favorable one. Your town receives resources from all hexes in the region, provided they have home climate of your faction. Place a special edict capsule called infrared heat on the game map. This is so interesting. Like, you are a god, like in Populous, kind of, coming down, and they're worshipping you, but you do this, like, with technology. And so, like, the idea of changing the climate of the zone is a very unique concept. I mean, in this way, like with your avatar and not with structures that you build. Click on this button to open a list of available edicts. So we'll place a capsule, and we want infrared heat. Use the left mouse button to click on a spot to place the capsule. So if I put it here, it'll only heat some of the place. Is that okay? And then we'll launch it for 550 credits, I guess. And we did it. And press the end turn button. The selected hexes will be warmed up to the required climate. Okay. Kind of magic. Oh my gosh, look at that. It totally changed them. All hexes in a region have your faction's home climate contribute resources to town. The more hexes have your home climate, the more resources your town will receive. Oh, okay, cool. Set your clan's home climate on 3 or more hexes is what they want us to do. So we have it on 2 hexes. So look, you could see the snow has melted, and we've changed the climate here and here, but they give me a hint. Modify climate. Left click your emissary. Oh, and then we need to place a capsule, I guess. So I'll just put one this would overlap, so let's do another one like that. Okay. And I'm going to launch it. And did we do it? Let's see. Are you out of turns? She's still got movement points remaining. Oh, here we go. How does a town produce resources? A town yields resources from every hex in the region it was built in. Right? Okay. What are these ruins? The remnants of ancient cities. Okay, so then why don't you go over there? I'm going to select you and just have you. Can you go over there? Oh my god, there's an army there. That's not what I was expecting. Holy... They're big. It's a big robot with the, you know, an arc reactor as a head. Oh my gosh. I'm going to end the turn. And it heats it up. We did it. It's a miracle. After all our hardships, our land has come alive again. Thank you so much for this. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, wild person. You owe me 500 energy credits. Clam, he's thanking me, not you. Better scan for a working data terminal in the area. Scanning complete, milady. There's an operational terminal in the ruins not far from here. Oh, I found it. There's also a communication terminal there. We could try to contact the government or other planets. Steelbird, if you are talking about the dwellings of the ancients, you shouldn't go there unarmed. The automatons watch over them vigilantly. Wake up, Yochi. You shall accompany the chosen one. Whoa, look at this guy. It's a great honor, chieftain. Oh my god. This dude is an unhinged, one-eyed cyborg warrior. He's in. Look at that guy's club. Yes. It's time to create an army. Select a unit and right-click the right mouse button on the emissary to unite them. Okay, so I'm going to select this unit and right-click. Get in there. They're in. Oh, they added up their strength. I've never seen automatons up close. What do we know about them, Clam? Biorobots, created through a symbiosis of organics and electronics. Apparently, they barely have any independent mind, but are controlled by the All-Mind remotely. Extremely aggressive. Long-term remote work does that to you. Gosh, they has like COVID jokes and stuff. It's pretty funny. Alright, right-click to attack. Units belonging to me, over here. Units belonging to them, over there. A crushing victory is the win probability. So here's me, and then I have, like, reinforcements arriving in one turn. Begin the battle. How does this go? Oh my goodness, it goes into, like, a hex-based battle game. So this is kind of like Master of Magic plus Spellforce plus Civ. Really cool. Combat occurs within a limited space. The first turn is given to the army that initiated the battle. Your troops are here. Enemy troops over there. Before the battle begins, you can place your troops on the hexes highlighted in blue. It's advisable to move melee units closer to the enemy. Ranged units are best kept at a distance. Okay. Select a melee unit using the mouse button. Okay. Move this unit to the highlighted hex by clicking on it with the right mouse button. Always try to pick a good destination point with some cover, tall growth, or your faction's home climate. Okay, I don't know. A unit gains extra protection against range attacks when adjacent to cover. Each piece of cover on a hex adds 1 protection. This unit should also be moved closer to the enemy. Move them here. Try not to place units near explosive barrels. Good idea. When in home climate, the unit regains 1 health at the end of each round. In a hostile climate, they lose 1 health. Interesting. Once your units are deployed, click begin the battle. Alright, we're doing it. Oh my god, this guy's running at me. Oh, he ran over there. Okay. It's this guy's turn. Can I change? Okay, it's this person. I can hold position or I can strike. Can you hit this one? Now, if we go here, it's cool. I'm not going to pass the hex. I'm just going to move up and attack. Let's see if that works. Bopped them. Alright, they did not retaliate, which is really good. Okay, we're going to move here then. We're by an explosive barrel, which is terrible. But we wanted to kill that guy. And we did. Are these numbers initiative? Combat potential is what that is. Okay. Now this is my archer. How far can they shoot? They cannot hit from here. Looks like their range is 3. We could hit the barrel, but I don't think I want to do that. Okay, shoot. I was like, please don't have a ranged attack that hits that barrel. A unit stationed in a forest becomes invisible to ranged weapons if there are no enemy units on adjacent hexes. Oh, that's neat. Good for you. You've done it. Now the question is, you can hit this. I'm going to shoot the barrel. It blew up. They're almost dead. Now I trashed the environment. I hope that's okay. I don't want to stand on fire. So I'm just going to kind of move away from the barrel and hold position. Move away from the barrel and hold position. Okay, well, I was not hoping for that to happen. Does my general ever get to go? They died from fire, I guess. We won. For destroying the automatons, you receive 200 energy credits and 1.6 mutagen. Oh my gosh, we can modify the people's DNA. This is so hilarious. You found a bag of coins. The money has been added to your treasury, and we also got a control module. Ooh, look at this. Cutscene. Clam. Milady, I've managed to retrieve data from the terminal in the ruins. There are 2 pieces of good news. First, the United Planets government is no more. Everyone died. You call that good news? Now, we don't have to answer to anyone for our actions. What actions? And what do you mean are? Anyway, what's the second piece of good news? It turns out that we are no longer on Earth. Your cryopod was teleported here just before the portals collapsed. The name and location of this planet are unknown to me. So why is this good news? Milady, have you never dreamed of ruling over a whole planet of savages on your own? On Earth, you'd have to compete with other defrosted emissaries. Clam, I don't even know what troubles me more. How this good news or the situation analysis settings of your electronic brain. Finish your turn. Okay. Milady, I forgot to tell you. I found a working control module for your staff in the ruins. Now you can use one more edict. Apparently not good enough news to report. Sarcasm detected in your words. You just imagined it. Alright. Hint, use the edict. Okay. Unlock the edict. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we'll place a capsule. Oh, okay, we didn't unlock it yet. Here. Let me... nope. Never mind. Go back. Oh, here we go. You can use the control modules found in the ruins to unlock new edicts or enhance already available edicts. Click on the rain edict. Yeah, we need rain. Are you sure? I'm sure. Sweet. Now we can make it rain. To put out the fire, maybe? Clam, how do we extinguish this fire? It will burn itself out in a while, milady, but if you're rushing somewhere, use the rain edict. Alright, extinguish the fire. I will. We're going to select her, place a capsule that's the rain, and that'll do it. It did it. Launch it. Done. Well, when we end the turn, it'll be done. Well, okay. I kind of want to go over here and check out this ancient ruins, but let's just put out the fire. Oh, I guess by right-clicking over there and ending the turn, they finish their movement, which is not quite what I meant to do. Clam, where did the tech drawing printout of the city's agricultural district go? Why can't humans read drawings from their memory like I do? No wonder you got wiped out so easily. May I remind you, you flying Roomba, that it was humans who overcame the All-Mind, breaking the portal connections between the planets and thereby destroying its neurostructure. And now we have a crazy All-Mind with its battle automatons. By the way, here's your printout, my lady. Somebody has used it to wrap fish. We got it. Build an agricultural district. So we click on the city, we click here, and we say agricultural district. And they are saying that this is the best location for it. Decent. Great building spot. This is just an amazing building spot. You can speed up construction by spending money from your treasury. In this case, the construction will be completed only on the next turn. Accelerating construction of an already partially built district will cost less. Okay. So they want me to spend money. $800. Ooh, that's expensive. I guess if I have to. We did it. Invented trade. Without shiny coin and expensive trinkets, the wheels of this world will cease to spin. No work can be done on an empty stomach. You can now build the following structure. Trade district. Trade districts provide extra money via the hex they were built on. This district improves the town's economy and increases the amount of money generated. That's great. The development of 2 adjacent hexes in the territory of the city has led to the expansion of your control. Thus, it's possible to influence in which direction the city will expand. That's cool. The city cannot go beyond the borders of your region. If the city is built on the border, it will expand deep into your territory. Okay. So we made this extra hex. Clam, where are you going? Stop sulking. A Roomba is also a very helpful device for humans. Sulking is almost complete, milady. My detectors have found a lead ore deposit here. We can use lead to make arrowheads heavier. Do you have a chemistry textbook, perchance? All the knowledge of mankind was placed inside me, and unlike humans, I do not forget anything. Having studied the science of alchemy, you'll be able to build a lab on hexes with a scientific resource deposit. Scientific resources include lead, phosphorus, and uranium. Okay. So I guess this is, scientific resource area. Study the science of alchemy. Okay, so I could click on the science screen, and here's alchemy right here. We did it. Good. And you can move around, I guess, just to kind of uncover new area. So it's going to take a few turns to study this. Let me click on the town. I do have a person here. I have 2 people, and one of them is on production. I could put them on food instead to help with growth. I'm not really producing anything at the moment. Climate incompatible. What, you just can't walk there? Yields no resources until warmed up. I see. That's what they're telling me. Alright. The town's construction queue is empty. Well, oh, maybe we need to make a trade district. Okay. Where should we build this? Where's the best place? Great building spot. Alright. So then, if we are going to make a trade district, I'll put some labor back in construction. We reached turn 10. And I assume we're studying alchemy. Or I hope that we are. Alright. Just uncovering the map a bit. We could get into a fight, but this says, with reinforcements an equal chance and without them a guaranteed loss. So that doesn't look like something I really want to do. We have one turn left for alchemy. Invented alchemy. Why don't we mix this fluid with that one? Without alchemical experimentations, we'll never learn about the nature of the basic elements, namely blood, fire, water, flesh, and so on. Great. Build a worker. Okay. Clam, who are those people in my kitchen, and why do I smell burning? My lady, you yourself ordered me to prepare the alchemist for lead extraction. But why do you have to destroy the dining table for this? Grab a worker and go build a lab for these vandals somewhere far away before they burn the whole city down. And tell that guy over there to put my silver spoon back in the cupboard. Sorry, my lady, we'll clean it up right now. All construction outside of the city is carried out with the help of a special worker unit. Create a worker in your city, then send them out to build a lab. Alright, so I'm going to select the city. And, unit panel, worker, and we close this, I guess, and it'll take 5 turns to do it, and then we'll have a worker. So just like Civ, they can go outside and they can build stuff. Well, everyone, I think this is a great first look at this game, and you know, I think it's really, really interesting. I think that Revival has some great elements of Civilization, Spellforce, you know, Master of Magic, those kinds of things, and yet has a great sense of humor and is kind of like sci-fi but also low-tech at the same time. Really cool. So I'd love to know what your impressions are of this game. Please put those in the comments below. I will be putting a link to the Steam page in the description of this video if you're interested in checking out the game on Steam. This is still in early access, so there's a lot to be done as it develops and finishes up, but so far I think it's looking great. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.